Hey there, Cancer. Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you think this reading resonates with you, please be sure to leave me a comment and let me know why. Alright, so this week we're going to do a small reading. Under what's crossing you, though, we've got the Death card, which is a Scorpio card. And we've got the depiction of the Grim Reaper on this particular card. But it doesn't always represent mortality. The Death card really has more to do with endings and new beginnings. So you want to be careful for repeating mistakes. Spiritual transformation, it can bring about a spiritual change. Letting go. An ending of an era. Renewal, rebirth, and ending bad habits. So for your Narcissist card this week, we've got the Narcissistic Lover card. Relationships where the partners love themselves first. Alright, self-care is important. That's not the same thing. Alright, and for your manifestation card, you want to be careful for emotion and use your emotion to create new transitions in your life. Okay? Alrighty, and for your recent past, we have the the Hierophant card. Alright, the Hierophant card is, this one always eludes me. I never really know what to say with this particular card, but it's like a loss in progress, a slowing down, maybe it's also can be considered a revealing of a sacred cultural conditioning, or someone who's perched up on a throne and they're definitely like the leader of the flock. And anywho, the Hierophant, that's in your recent past. This is definitely going to be someone who's your teacher, like an inner teacher. You can't depend on others to teach you something that you can only learn yourself, okay? Alright, so for your recent past, we've got a card here that shows long-term effects of manipulation. So this means that you may have been in a relationship or otherwise around someone who may have caused emotional numbness, lethargy, perception of meaninglessness, physical rejection, and this can cause shock and numbness as well as anger. Physical rejection it can be an abusive partner, substance abuse, perception, emotional rejection, rejecting love, rejecting emotions, emotional starvation, devaluation, which is devaluing someone, making them feel bad about who they are, criminal behavior. All right, what can we do about this, though? What can we do to keep from being manipulated? So first we have to lay down boundaries, and we have to be aware of cognitive distortions, okay? So we just have to be more aware of how people think and what they are thinking. It might be different than what you're, personally thinking. So yes, you have to be ready for someone who's a manipulator, okay? You've got to be watching yourself. All right, so what's our manifestation card say? We need some. So this is in your past. All this about the bad emotional manipulator, that's in your past. And it's right there next to the Hierophant card, which is typically like a preacher. So it says, possess the power to create in your own mind a good state. Okay? Yogic love. So I think this has to do with knowing thine own self in order to be able to, have true love. For your immediate future, we've got the Knight of Cups reversed. And this is all about accepting what it is that is happening around you. Because it's reversed, it's about unrealistic behavior, jealousy, moodiness, but it can also have to do with creativity or just, really like spreading your wings, okay? All right, so for your Narcissist card in your immediate future, by the way, this is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. If you're around a Cancer, or this could be you, Cancer, this could be you, being unrealistic. I want you to look in the mirror and tell me that you're not being unrealistic before you point the finger. Jealousy, moodiness, creativity. All right, so there you go. Now let's see what this is Dr. Romney here that gives us this great information about narcissistic mothers. All right, so this is your immediate future here, Cancer. You may come in contact with someone who's either a narcissistic mother or someone who is grandiose narcissist. It doesn't necessarily have to be a mother. It can just be a mother figure or someone who is mothering you. It's probably me. It's probably me, okay? All right, no, but this is harsh criticisms, okay? So number 10 is criticism. There you go. For the first thing that you want to watch out for is someone who is criticizing you constantly. And it's one thing if they're trying to help you, if they're giving you criticisms that you're asking for, that you want to know what you can do to better yourself, then you have to take that criticism with a grain of salt because you've come out and asked for it. But criticism is a way of tearing people down, and it definitely is not typically going to help anybody overcome or move forward. All right, so number 9, maternal antagonistic characteristics. So just someone who antagonizes you. Every little thing that you do, they nitpick you. I do feel more like this is a step-parent quality in my personal experience, but it doesn't really matter if it's step-family or your real family or even just your, boss or somebody. And antagonizing people is what drives people into, snapping. So do not antagonize people. It's not, it's definitely gonna put some karmic drift on you if you do that, okay? All right, so parent-only advocates for child, if it benefits them. All right, number 7, unconcerned with the child's well-being. Just generally doesn't worry about it. They're off doing their own thing, right? Okay, jealous of a healthy relationship. So if someone in your life, no matter if they're your child or not, has a good relationship going for them, then give them that because they really need it, and everyone needs a lot of good relationships. And it's imperative to allow your friends, family, loved ones to root out into the world and get to know people of all different tribes and cultures and teachings. It's important not to be closed-minded, and especially not let jealousy overtake your heart. Okay, so for number 5, your parents or your mother was starved for attention by her parents. So whoever is doing this to you is doing this because they themselves have felt it before. And it has become repetitive in their lives. So now they're taking it out upon you. All right, so that turns not only them, but you calloused and unemotional. That's number 3. Lack of warmth, unavailability, ignoring you. I notice that people don't do this to you as much if you show them how it feels. And I know that if someone's throwing a rock at your car, you usually don't go pick one up and chunk it back at them, but sometimes people just don't learn unless they understand how bad it feels, okay? So that is not what I'm not saying that if someone does something bad to you, you should do something back, because you will definitely go to jail. But some people really do not back down until they see that you're not going to back down either. All right, so just remember that when you're dealing with people, especially bullies, and it's okay to just let them know that you're not going to back down. Even if you are trying to you can keep yourself together and composed and also still say, no, I'm not going to do this. Whatever the situation, just tell them exactly how you feel. All right, so for your number 1, the narcissist discipline, non-consistent love or hate. So they don't consistently hate you, but it's inconsistent. They'll show you love for one thing, but maybe not for something else that's equally as good, or something that a parent should show them love for. So it's that inconsistency that shows the narcissism. All right. And then the type of parent that says something to their child saying, I have sacrificed everything for you. That's really unacceptable, because that's your job as a parent to do that. And so it is your job to stand up and take care of your children. It is not your child's fault for any reason. You are to take care of your children because you brought them into this world. Okay, so it's Dr. Romney. She's a great psychologist. We're gonna say YouTuber, because I know she's a doctor, but I don't know what kind of doctor she is. So we're gonna say she's a great YouTuber, and I just wanted to give a little shout out to her for all this great information that she provides for us to learn. And for your manifestation card, something a little positive, positive reaction here. By setting intentions for your life, you create an energetic vortex. So I want to show you guys this is a bottle that's been in my family for a while, and I always fill it up with water, and sometimes I'll even stick a little something to it, like a little piece of paper, and I will or meditate to it, get it vibrating at a certain state, and then I'll put it in the sunlight, and that's my manifestation bottle. Okay, so when you do that, it creates an energetic vortex, and it puts those feelings out into the universe. All right, and for everything created, every time you start something, you have to finish it, because it opens up a wide open vortex. Okay, so for your final outcome, we've got the Empress, which is Venus, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna get these cards. I'm actually doing another deck. I'm hand drawing a deck right now, and as soon as I get them done, I'm gonna pass these on to some other noob that wants them with all the answers on the back. Okay. Anywho, so this one is all about new beginnings, and the Empress card. Any card that has a 3 on it is definitely good luck, okay? New beginnings. And this is another mother card. Okay? Mother of creation, fertility, life, and ideas, feminine energy. All right. I do want to say shout out to my mama. She I've got her magnetic bracelet on. All right. Yes, she's in heaven. We're gonna just shout out to her anyway, though. So this says that you need to develop an action plan. All right, especially if you're an artist or someone who is a creative. Go ahead and make sure that you put your plan into action. Put it in your cell phone. Program it in there, okay? All right, so I've actually got, that's the whole reading. But some people have said that I really need some pictures for my narcissist cards. So this is just, I'm just going to show you some of my narcissist cards that I put pictures with. And this is not for this reading, but I went ahead and just started looking for some narcissist cards that actually had a narcissist on them, and it was not that hard. It was not that hard to find at all. Unfortunately, it was quite easy. You know what? I think that I have lost it. I've lost my little deck. But anywho, I was gonna go through one or two of them with you. Oh gosh, okay, here's one. I thought I had some more that had the pictures on it, but I must have left it in the other room there. Alright, so here we go. So here's the card, and it's Jane Toppan. I don't know how to pronounce that. But she was actually said to be not guilty by reason of insanity. Alright, and that is my ambition. This is a quote from her. That is my ambition, to have killed more people, helpless people, more helpless people than any other man or woman who has ever lived. That is what her goal was in life. All right, y'all, we really need to make goals in life, because if we don't, this is what's going to happen. We need to have a clear-cut plan for our lives so we don't end up with the goals like this, okay? This is Jolly Jane Toppan, the killer nurse obsessed with death. Killed at least 31 people. She was very unstable in her childhood. Her mother was an Irish immigrant. Father was Peter Kelly, and they may have abused their children. All right, and this lady right here is an Aries. All right, so watch out for that fire. No, just anywho, she kind of reminds me of Nurse Ratched. I noticed that a lot of these cards are typical serial killer movies that we have. I wonder if the writers got it straight from there. So I also did one for Dexter, O.J. Simpson, Ted Bundy. There's O.J. Simpson right there. He looks kind of like a zombie, right? Uh-oh. Alright, so if you have any... See, my cards got mixed up. Alright, if you have any particular card of any particular narcissist that you would like to see, please leave a comment below and let me know, so then I can go ahead and put that in there. So it is really hard not to. Oh, some of these are just plain old narcissist cards. They don't have any person on them or anything that even slightly remotely... I was even thinking about doing like some fictional characters. I found I found one on here for Dexter. Okay, here's one. Edmund Kemper. Alright, I know it's a creepy little picture of him, right? He actually was on a TV show that came out not too terribly long ago, and I had heard of him before, but I looked him up on YouTube and got some information here. He had all the qualifiers for a psychopath at a very young age and ended up murdering his mother. And he was a Sagittarius, alright? And then we've got quite a few, but these are not finished yet. So I'm gonna have to do a little work and really finish these out. But anywho, anyone who is willing and not afraid to use the Narcissistic, I've never used that one. It's just a little, I mean, you know, scary. But anywho, if you're friends with me, then you probably know how much I love scary movies and scary stories. And I mean, why isn't that why we read the Bible, right? Okay. You all have a wonderful night, and I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, please leave me a comment. Thank you.